Well, folks, welcome to another one of our, we might call it a shop talk, but we're actually going to call it a Father's Day special. And we are here with Norm Davis, and we are at where they do their work on the race car. And of course, this is Carrie's house. But anyway, we're here with Norm Stewart. And Norm, first of all, let me say thank you for taking the time to sit down with us. And I feel like I can pretty much relate with you in this endeavor that you got going with Carrie, and that I think we're both about the same age, been married about the same amount of time, retired, and yet you're still in this racing deal. I'll tell you what, first off, Norm, tell me just a little bit about you and your wife and your family.
I met my wife in high school. She was a 8th grader visitation day, and I was a freshman. We went together all through high school. We stayed there for about a year. I was actually a year ahead of her in school, so we waited a year, and we both moved to Kansas City and got married in 1957. And we've been man and wife for a long time, and good friends.
Good for that's. I was going to say that makes the difference there, don't it?
Sure does.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure you got 2 boys now. I don't know about anything other than that.
That's it. I've got 2 sons, Gary and Kevin. One's policeman. We used to be a policeman here in Parkville.
Uh-huh.
He's working on Tech Solutions now. They install alarms and video cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to like it real well, so he's having fun. That's great.
Still something to do with security and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. He liked the police work, but he had it for 28 years. And was ready to get out.
Yeah. Who's oldest, Carrie or
Kevin? He's 4 years older than
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess the first question that kind of comes to my mind is, you were telling me the other night at the track, you guys have been doing this for 28 years, and Carrie started out in motocross. Now, I want to know from you, was that a motivational tool?
Well, I'm not sure. He started pretty young. We started hill climbing, motocrossing, a little flat tracking, and we've done a little bit of everything. But it led into this. He worked for a guy in Riverside named Frank Hedge.
Oh, yeah, Frank, yeah.
Well,
I was going to say, that's bad when you work for a racer.
A bad move, yes. We decided that we were going to have a race car, and that was the beginning of all this.
Yeah, that's how it started. How old were you at the time?
Oh, 40-some, almost 50. About then.
Yeah. So really a fairly late in life start to be getting into the racing business.
Yes.
And Carrie was how old about that time?
He started really racing cars when he was 16, and motocross he started when he was about 10, 11.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep. Yeah, we've done it a long time.
Yeah. Like I say, kind of a deal to get the grades?
Yes.
Kind of a deal.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Like I say, motivation.
Right.
It works with, I've known probably at least 3 or 4 racers that have went through that. Jake Richards is one that just comes to mind to me just like that, because I remember Doug did that with him. But anyway, I guess one of the things that I really want to know from being a father and the age that you are is how hard, first of all, you must really enjoy doing this. How hard has it been for you to be able to keep up with the technological side of this? Because man, it seems like it just changes constantly. I mean, it's never the same. Every year it's something different.
Right. Carrie's the one that does all that. I'm really not savvy on the technical stuff of a car.
Uh-huh.
I just help. That's about all I do.
Yeah.
Give him a little support when he needs it, and he takes the rest of it and does it on his own. He's spent a lot of time learning and reading and experimenting.
Yeah.
But we've all been together for all these years, and you can't put a price on that.
Oh, no.
It's worth a lot.
A lot of time together.
Yes.
How many hours a week do you think you put in on the race car?
Both of us together, probably somewhere between 20 and 30.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
It almost sounds unreal, but I don't think the average fans out there realize what a beating they take each week. Of course, I think you guys are pretty much racing one night a week at Lakeside.
Right.
But that's probably the worst torture chamber there is for a race car, particularly like it has been this spring and in springtime in general,
Right.
in that most of the tracks are really heavy. So is it one of those deals where you just have to go around and check every bolt and
Yes.
nut?
Yes. It takes so long to get everything cleaned up, your tires prepped for the next week, car cleaned up, helmet, it just on and on and on. It just takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Well, also, I'm thinking here in the last 3 or 4 years, and I've wanted to kind of write some of this stuff down, and I haven't done it, but you guys have been through several different chassis manufacturers. In fact, one thing I wanted to mention was I can remember when I first started hearing about Kerry Davis, I kind of thought of him as an outlaw because it seemed like you guys used to just kind of go around and pick races and run where their money was at or whatever. And of course, you were really, I think, pretty heavily associated with Dirtworks at the time also.
Yes. Yeah, they were a big part of our racing for years. Mike Clark helped us a lot. And it got to the point to where we decided we needed to change to get in some other brand of car.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't seem like we were going on with what we had. We really needed to step up to a 4-link car. We were in a 2-link, and it's a whole new ballgame. So we bought a used Hughes car and liked it real well. So he bought a couple of new Hughes cars, and we got hooked up with Steve Bowers out at Topeka. He built us a couple of cars, which were good. We had a lot of fun with them, and he decided that he wanted to try a GRT. So we bought one used from out in Oregon.
Oregon?
Yes.
Okay.
It was actually an IMCA car.
Oh, really?
We brought it in here and stripped it down, and this is the end result.
This is it right here, huh?
This is it right here. We've raced. This will be our second year running it.
Yeah.
And we really like it. It's been an awfully good car.
Yeah. I'm really amazed by how racers, and I think they have some reasoning behind this, how they kind of go out of town to do this stuff, because I guess the reasoning is if you do it out of town, then nobody in town knows what you're doing out of town.
Well, that's
Something like
true.
that?
That's true, but the competition is just different. You different tracks, different competition. Everything is just different when you race out of town. And we've had a really lot of fun racing out of town. New experience, new people. You learn from everybody.
Yeah, you do.
And it's a good deal. I really enjoy it. Getting old enough now, it's kind of hard to go.
You're getting like me, has so
Yes.
many aches and pains the
Yes.
day after a race that I wake up thinking, man, do I really want to do this again?
Right.
And it gets harder and harder each time.
After a weekend of racing, you get up on Monday morning, that's when it hits me.
Yeah.
You walk up here and go through this door and you got, all this stuff that you need to do.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I enjoy it. I really do. Keeps me limber, keeps me moving.
Yeah. I was going to say, like I say, both of us retired. Kind of the way I look at it with the shooting the video is, one, I'm having to use my mind all the time.
Right.
To figure out what's going on, new technology, just kind of like what you guys are dealing with.
Right.
And you just have to stay on top of stuff. And like I say, it just keeps you motivated. I guess my theory about being older is if you wake up in the morning and you got a purpose
You've got it.
or something,
That's true.
it makes life
It does.
just that much more worthwhile, and it gives you that urge to get up out of that chair or that divan and get away from the TV and go do something.
The thing about maintenance work on these cars is there's nothing more frustrating than go to a racetrack and have a problem that you could have eliminated if you'd have just done your job.
Yeah.
And that's what him and I really strive on, is trying to find everything on the car that's not right. We spent a lot of time building it and basically know just about where everything's supposed to be.
I have to ask about last year then on that comment right there.
Oh, yeah.
When Kerry hit the wall, I know he had one of my in-car cameras on,
Yep.
I think that
Yep.
night. And you were telling me, I think the following week, that he watched the video and he's seen when the hose broke
Yep.
or whatever.
Yep.
What happened on that deal?
Just a
Bad
little-
clamp?
No, the hose split.
The hose split.
Mhm.
Was it a new hose?
No.
How old was it?
It had probably been run a year.
Oh, really? Oh,
Mhm.
wow. So that's one of those things you just don't replace that often.
Yeah, we replace them every year now.
Yeah.
And I upgraded to a better hose.
Okay.
That was basically my doings. I should have changed them and I didn't.
Uh-huh.
But
Okay.
that will get you. That kind of stuff will get
Yeah.
you.
Well, I don't know how many racers I've had tell me that they say races are won in the shop.
Pretty much.
And like you say, a lot of it is
Oh,
that maintenance deal.
It is, for a fact. And it's not anything real complicated. It's just using your eyes and look.
Uh-huh.
You have to look at stuff. And The hoses appeared, they were soft, pliable, everything seemed fine. I had the spring in the lower hose, everything looked good. But they make a better flex hose now that's a lot heavier.
Oh, okay.
And it takes the pressure. And I think we had a cap problem. I think our caps the overflow stuck, it didn't let
Pressure
off.
cap?
I think that's what blew it.
Oh,
I
really?
do, yeah.
I'll be
We
darned.
put a pressure gauge light in the car now, so if it loses its water for
Oh,
any reason, you
okay.
know it.
Okay.
But nothing would have stopped that. It just happened.
Yeah.
And the water came out on the right side and was under the wheels, and you're
Yeah.
on for the ride.
Yeah. Yes, I think the back end just come around
Right.
and blew it
Right.
and away it went.
Yep.
In this 28 years, Norm, what's probably been the most frustrating thing for you to do or have happen or anything in that 28 years?
We had a lot of trouble getting onto the 4-link setups.
Yeah.
It's a different thing from an old 2-link car. You operate it different, you set it different, you drive it different. And he's really fought it hard, and he's really worked on it hard. This year, as he's made more strides at being able to keep the car up front and running good.
Yeah.
And it's just hard work.
Yeah.
It really is. Young kids, no problem.
I was gonna
Jump in the
say.
car and away they go.
Just like handing them a cell phone, they
yeah.
know how to work it right away. Like, oh, look here.
Yep.
Way they go.
The little Hunt boy's a perfect example.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't know anything else.
Yeah.
It's just easy for those guys.
Uh-huh.
But when you're accustomed to one thing, it's hard to change.
Yeah.
It's hard to convert.
Yeah.
It's just a different driving style, these cars versus what we had.
All right.
Yep, it's really different.
One thing I have to ask you about, I guess I want to say family-wise, because I know at Lakeside, I see the Davis bunch down there a lot, and there must be at least 8 or 10 or 12 every week. So it's pretty much a family sport then.
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of people
Yes.
that are around it and really enjoy coming and watching
Right.
Kerry race.
We have Tim and Tammy Murphy are just like our kids. They're with us everywhere we go, and we couldn't do it without them. We had one of his guy that he works with is helping us this year. But it's just a lot of fun. Older boy helps us when he can. Sometimes he can't get there, but yeah, if you can't do it with your family,
Yeah.
it's not worth doing.
Hey, that's one thing. I'm glad you brought that up. But is there going to be another Davis on the track ever? Ever?
If there is, that would be that little guy right there.
I was going to say, I think Kerry said the oldest one likes football.
Yeah, well, baseball.
Baseball.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a baseball player, and this one, I think this will be our racer right there.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I want this to happen so I can stand beside him
Yeah.
when he's out on the track.
And look at him because what you've been going through.
You got it.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
I was going to say, how difficult is it to be on the sidelines and watch that?
It really isn't. I've done it so long with him, starting from when he was just a little guy.
I was going to say, after 28 years,
Yeah.
you're surely used to it by now.
I don't have any worries about it. He's pretty conscious about what's going on.
Uh-huh.
I don't worry about it at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, you're kind of like me. I think when the fun's gone, the racing's gone.
Yeah, right.
That's the way it goes.
Yep.
Well, Norm, it's been a ball just to be able to sit down and talk to you a little bit about this and hear some of your thoughts and ideas and talk to you a little bit about what you do. And I'm really looking forward to Friday night, folks. We're going to be out there in the pits with them. And I kind of kiddingly say we'll be around there in the way, but we'll try to stay out of the way.
Won't be
But
a
kind
problem.
of see what Dad does on a race night.
Okay, that'll be fine.
So, folks, we will continue this Friday night. So stay tuned.
Thank you very much.
Hey, these are the first trophies that we won in a stock car in 1987 down at the old Riverside track. I believe this one was the first one we won in a trophy dash. That's been a long time ago. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This is the national championship he won with Richard and Christina Smith in a Grand National NASCAR deal. 2002 was really a nice thing. Some Lakeside trophies here. This is 1988, second year we ran a stock car. This is a Jayhawk Classic trophy that he won in 2004. The team won that. Was really a nice deal. All these trophies are Garth's Memorial IMCA trophies. These are culminated over a lot of years, about 8-10 years to get these big trophies. These here are just trophies the team has won over the 28 years we've been racing. They're IMCA trophies, trophies from every racetrack we've gone to that we've won at. Really, that's about it. It's a lot of work, but we've got a lot of rewards for it.
How many total wins, Norm?
235.
Got it marked, huh? missed the hot lap session. But anyway, the question I wanted to ask you is there really anything to learn from them hot laps? I mean, other than to know the motor's running good.
That's about it. You get a kind of a halfway idea of what you got as far as cars are concerned. But basically, that's about it. It's just a run session.
I was going to say, with you guys being the last class that runs,
Right.
there's a good chance that track is going to be so much different,
Right.
even by heat race time,
Right.
than what it is now.
Right.
Sometimes I think, why do they even waste the gas? But like you say, just check the motor.
Sometimes if you did some changing to your car during the week, you want to run a little bit,
Yeah.
it kind of gives you an idea if you're going in the right direction.
Right.
But other than that, it's about it.
Well, like you say, you guys don't make a lot of changes. We'll see if things pick up. Probably not until the heat races get going. But man, I'm having a ball here so far, Norm. Let's go after it. Boy, I want to see that guy up front.
Glad to have you. We
Yeah.
hope we can do it.
It'll be a lot more than just it is. That makes sense.
I should have measured it from the tube above to that hole.
Oh yeah, it's my angle. It's nice, you know what I mean? I just have to put an angle on it. It's still the other way actually at it. I don't see nothing that was wet or anything else. It didn't make no noise to do it weird. It's pretty deep.
Throw it on the front wheel.
Yeah, I'm going to throw it out of this cell. We got 2 weeks. We got 18 cars. mud stick. That's a good thing.
All right. Didn't know you were standing.
Because he's a good cameraman.
It's going to be kind of a quiet time here for a while. Like I say, no mud,
Yes, it is.
hardly at all.
We got a little time.
Yeah. Kerry talked to you about the plans for the heat race, the way the track is.
It's dry. Got a little moisture in one and dry in three, so
Yeah.
you're going to have to take and give a little in the corners.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to set up for specific one corner. You're going to kind of have to compromise.
Yeah.
But yeah, track's smooth. It looks like it's going to be great.
Probably, you think he'd probably be running around the bottom like he has been here this year?
He starts on top,
Oh, really?
so he's going to have to run the top for a while.
Yeah.
Until he can work his way down.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we'll see how it goes, Norm.
Okay.
Well, Norm, man, this is just a few minutes here before Kerry goes out. And do you think in your mind about all that work you put in this week? You know, what's going to happen here right now? Because, man, 20 to 30 hours a week on this. And you were telling me a little bit about the tire situation.
Right. Tires are real touchy about size. They grow heat-wise. If you make up a set of tires, put them on the car and run them like in a heat race, and they change. Tire size changes. Stagger goes different. Then you take that set, bust it up, and mix in another set. And it's just a constant mix all the time. Get the tires ready to go.
And you're saying you spend sometimes 10 hours a week alone on the tires,
Yes.
figuring out which
Yes.
one's going to run
Right.
or which one.
Right. Try to do enough grinding for the whole night
Yeah.
ahead of time, so I'll have 2 or 3 sets ready to go.
Yeah.
If they don't change on me. If they change, then you have to do some other work.
Before he starts this thing up, how much do they cost a piece and how long will they last?
The right sides are about $120 a piece, and they'll last about 3-4 weeks. The left sides are 110. They'll last a little longer.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. And then, of course, a lot of that depends upon the track conditions too,
Right.
whether it's heavy or dry slick, which it looks like we're going to have by feature time.
Right. Right.
So,
Then it's hard on tires. Dry slick will eat them up quick.
yeah. Well, we're going to see how all this work you guys have done this
Right.
week is
Right.
going to do.
Keep our fingers crossed and hope.
I'm not sure, but I see Logan Martin's in your heat.
Yes.
And I don't know if Vanderbeek was in that first one or not.
I don't know either.
So you're going to know right away where you're
Right.
standing here
Right.
with this competition.
Yes, sir. It won't take long.
It won't take long. Well, like I say, man, let's go see what happens.
All right. Good enough. Thank you. Okay. Good run.
too, maybe he's beating him off the corners. I mean, straightaway speed looks pretty good, but looks like
Pinching it off in the bottom.
yeah.
He's not a high runner. He doesn't run the high side very well. He
You know
likes the bottom.
that's funny because I was thinking about that the other day, and I was thinking, of course, I know it's a different car, different class, but when he was running the Grand National, man, I remember that guy dusting the walls off.
Right. Yeah, this is a different animal.
But I even thought I remembered even when he ran the modified, though, he ran higher than what he has the last few years.
Yeah. Dirtworks cars, he ran high with Dirtworks cars.
Okay.
2-lane stuff, he felt more secure. This doesn't give him the feel that he's looking
Oh,
for.
yeah?
Work in progress.
Yeah. Well, kind of like we talked about at the house the other night, it's a continually changing sport. So much technology going through it here. Gosh, in the last 10 years, it's just been amazing. Last 5.
Yes, it's changed a lot.
Well, maybe you can get a jump on, I think that's Logan Martin, right?
Yeah.
In front, yeah.
Yeah,
Fuqua right behind him.
Yep, he's pretty quick.
And is that Schultz?
Yeah, no,
And
that's Towns.
Towns, Schaffman, and Vanderbeek. Boy, Vanderbeek's not moving at all. I am a little bit surprised on that. some ground there at the end.
Right,
Kind of changed his line quite a bit.
right.
Still running the bottom, but boy, he was sweeping way
Yeah,
up
he was.
mid-track there.
Making some headway.
Well, be back to the drawing board, right?
Back to the drawing board, that's right.
Man, I'll tell you what, if I didn't need a shower earlier, I definitely do now. I have got dust all over.
You can tell you've been to a dirt track tonight.
Digging. Yeah. Look right. Look at the chain. Drop down the hole. Pull off the right order. Well, he's got a wheel space on it now. Right there. That's just a wheel. I didn't think it's that horribly bad.
No, just center off.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. If it's rotating in, I'm in, it's under you, it's in and good to the center, and then if I don't let it go like this, it blows tires. So you can tighten it up in the center off. Okay. You got a plane?
Changing the stagger?
Second.
Oh,
Sure, can't tell you where I put it. Yep. Change the little wheel off there.
yeah.
Not the same stagger. We're gonna try that, see how that works.
So what are we gonna do now? We're gonna put more turn in it, or are you gonna put more drive, or what are we looking for?
More drive.
Off the corner. So he agreed with me and you.
Center off, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
We're gonna lengthen the chain out on it a little bit,
Yeah,
and that's about it.
that's about it.
Rear tires.
I was gonna say,
That's-
you didn't like it was terrible,
No, just to give it a little more drive off the
Yeah.
center off.
because like I think he said it when he got out of the car, it looked like it was rotating pretty good, just needs some drive.
Right.
All right.
We struggle with that. This car, we've had a lot of problems with that for the whole season. When it dries up,
Yeah.
we struggle.
Well, it seems like that's a constant battle anyway, isn't it?
Right.
Between side bite and forward bite.
Yes, very much so. You know, they go hand in hand. They need both.
And here we go. Off the turn number 4. Green skyward. Here we go. Davis will take him down into turn 1. Right on his rear bumper, the 90 of Terry Schultz. Right there with him. Here comes Vanderbeek. 4 wide off of turn 2. Vanderbeek stuck his nose up in there. Davis out front. He'll bring him around for lap number 8. Schultz sits in that second spot. The guy that picked up 2 features last weekend at CMS. And Schultz washes up. Here comes the Z-Man. Zach Vanderbeek on the move. He'll crack into the 3rd spot. Vanderbeek working his way through the field. 8 laps down, we go lap number 9, this time by. Terry Schultz holds that 2nd spot, but Vanderbeek up into the 3rd position as Davis drives away into turn number 3. Halfway point, you see flagman Terry Watland displaying the halfway. Davis out front at halfway. Terry Schultz sits 2nd. Battle shaping up for 3rd. The 70 of Morant, the 33 of Vanderbeek. And now Vanderbeek ducks to the inside. He'll look for the 2nd spot. Schultz slams the door as they go into turn 3. And now Schultz drifts up off of turn number 4. Still able to hold on to the 2nd spot as the laps start to wind down. 9 to go. And a good battle from 2nd through 4th. Davis driving away in the top spot. And now Nick Bittinger. Bittinger cracks the top 5 in the 3B. He gets around Tim Carrick. And Vanderbeek continues to work on the 90 of Schultz. Vanderbeek trying to wrestle that 2nd spot away. 32 of Darren Robinson off the pace. Let's see if he can get out the back straightaway. As Vanderbeek has cleared the 90. As we work lap 13, we'll come around to lap 14. 6 to go this time around. $15 laps down, 5 to go. Out front, the 68 of Kerry Davis. Vanderbeek trying to give chase to the 33. Not making any ground up right now. Terry Schultz, the 90, sits in that 2nd spot. He's got his hands full with the 70 of Aaron Morant. And Nick Bittinger rounds out your top 5 as we've got 4 laps to go. And your leader will come off at turn number 4. There'll be 3 laps to go this time by. 17 laps in the books, 3 to go. Davis out front. We'll get the 2 to go sign this time around. Davis out front. Vanderbeek 2nd. Good battle for 3rd. The 90 of Schultz, the 70 of Morant. Right there watching those 2 battle. The 3 of Nick Bittinger. He sits in that 5th spot. And the white flag will wave off at turn number 4 for your leader. Kerry Davis comes off at turn number 4. 1 more lap here at tonight's A-Main. Davis sees the white flag. He knows 1 more time. Vanderbeek trying to close the gap, not able to do it off at turn number 2. And your leader off at turn number 4. He'll see the checkered flag. And the finish. Kerry Davis picks up the win. So your top 5 in tonight's USRA Modified A main. Nick Bittinger, the 3, comes home in the 5th spot. Terry Schultz, 4th in the 90. Aaron Morant, good run for the 70. He'll sit 3rd. Zach Vanderbeek brings the KC Stores. Number 33, home in that 2nd spot. And your winner tonight, the Van Chevrolet number 68. That's Kerry Davis. Winner circle, Kerry Davis, your USRA Modified A main winner. He'll stand there and collect the hardware tonight. So that'll wrap up tonight with Kerry Davis picking up your feature win tonight here in the USRA Modified.
Well, you know, Norm, when we start these things, we think, man, it would be kind of neat, you know, if the person that we were kind of talking about can win the race and make the story complete. But, man, Kerry did it tonight. You guys made the right choices, it looks like. And, man, that 20 or 30 hours of work this week is coming home, man.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, really. These things are so temperamental. One small change will make a lot of difference. And he made the right change.
I was going to say that was a really impressive run. I mean, even Vanderbeek, once he finally got up there, man, he could just make no ground on him. Kerry stayed right down there around the bottom like you talked about. And, man, that car come off the turns like a, whew, I don't even want to use the word.
I agree. Yeah, it was great. He did a nice job. Drove well. It was a good race.
Yes, I was going to say complete control of the car. Everything worked good. But all I can say is man, it's going to be a good Father's Day, I think. What do you think?
Already got my Father's Day present. Already gave to me.
I got one more question. Are you guys going up to I-35 tomorrow night for Kerry to defend his deal up there?
We plan on it, yes. Hope to. Nothing happens, we will.
If you don't find nothing.
Right, right.
Well, once again, Norm, let me say, man, it's been a ball tonight to be on the inside of this and see how it comes together, and then for it to be victorious like this. It's just been super. Thanks a lot, buddy.
You're more than welcome. We enjoyed having you every minute. Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kevin Davis, and I'd like to wish my father, Norman Davis, a happy Father's Day and dedicate my brother's win at Lakeside Speedway to my father.
Kerry Davis, the best father in the world, Norman Davis here at Lakeside. I want to shout out a special thanks to Mike Kraft for doing this for a Father's Day deal. You know, to me, in my eyes, there's only one father in the world, and this is the guy right here. We appreciate everything you guys have done very much for us and can't wait to see it. Thank you.
Thank you.